Hi everyone, I'm Kyra. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today I'm currently in a experiment. Well, I don't want to say it's an experiment. It's a challenge for myself, a personal challenge to revamp my life in 12 months. And this is an update video to let you guys know what has been going on over the past 2 weeks, because I've been trying to get the rhythm going and it has not necessarily worked out the way that I wanted it to work. And it's been a little bit, my momentum has not been up to par the way that I would like for it to be. I've made some progress, although the momentum is not where I feel like I wanted it to be. I still have to celebrate the small wins, because it's every small step that kind of gets you to your goal. So I'm gonna go over the things that I have actually gotten accomplished over the past 2 weeks, the things that I was able to do and kind of start. Let's take it by category. So the first thing that I was able to do when it comes to like my physical, my overall health, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual well-being, I had started reading my Bible, not as consistently as I would like. However, the fact that I'm starting my rhythm and I'm understanding what I'm reading and taking notes and applying it, that's what's important. Journaling. I have started journaling. I have started scripting. I'm currently trying to start a morning routine and incorporate that into my morning routine to get my day started off on a positive note. And I've started my therapy journey again. So I did meet with a therapist to address some things that I'm finding, and I assess myself quite a bit. And take an inventory of the way I am, how I operate, how I show for myself and others. And it's so far, it was just an intake session, so far so good. I scheduled another session, so that's something that I will be doing coming up. And the gym. Let's talk about physical fitness. Now, I will say my water intake still kind of fluctuates, where initially when I first started this challenge, I was like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna eat my water. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm gonna drink my water. Got it. I drink, and then something happens where I'm either super busy and I don't get as much water. I don't get as much water in. So that's something that I'm realizing, like, you're kind of parched. You should actually drink water. You're not drinking as much as you thought you was in the beginning. And someone left a comment in my previous video about like electrolytes. I want to try that and let y'all know how that goes, and helping me feel when I am drinking enough water, like how it is for me. If it works and how it works or whatever. So the workouts. The last video I did a ChatGPT workout. What I realized is that I should have done a beginner friendly version of it, because I could not get through the first workout at all. So I have gone to the gym 5 times in the past 2 weeks. My goal with the workout plan that I had, workout plan that I had with ChatGPT was to go 5 times within that 1 week. But I was able to go 5 times within 2 weeks, which I'm happy about, because I hadn't gone for almost a year. So I had 0 days really. And now I'm going. Like, it's not as much, but gradually getting there. And I did swim two times out of those 5 days. I did cardio 2 days, and then I did my weightlifting. That workout, I couldn't even get through the whole thing. I really only got through the first portion, which was legs, and I'll show you some footage. I got through the first portion of that workout, and it was brutal. I did 20 lunges. So did my lunges. The first set, lunge, 4 walking lunges, back and forth, 20 total. So, when I finished that one set, my legs, my quads were burning. This taught me that I have to pace myself. These 2 weeks, actually, what I'm learning in the process in the beginning and kind of reassessing and reviewing things, is I have to allow myself grace and I have to pace myself, because that's the way I'm going to be successful, is to slow myself down. Because when I'm rushing, I'm trying to get everything done quickly, the quality isn't there. So the longevity isn't there. So if I'm hurrying up, trying to work out and this and that, it's a lot of fat diets. Like you lose a lot of weight, but then you gain it right back because it's not a consistent habit. So I did that. I did work out, and I am planning on kind of revamping the workout plan. Eventually I do want to do the whole thing, and that'll be like my marker for like my strength and seeing how easy the initial workout was. But I'm going to revamp it, and I'm going to make it more beginner friendly, because although I have been a trainer and I have worked out and I've been a lifter, I hadn't really been in the gym that often prior to. I hadn't really been in the gym that much prior to this challenge that I'm doing now. The goal that I had was to, increase my business, my clientele, and my network and connecting. I said I would go to one virtual in-person networking event a week, and then one virtual a week person networking event. Oh my gosh. And then an in-person once a month. I didn't do any in-person. I didn't do any virtual networking. There was a couple of like business calls with people that were business owners talking about like different things about community, about building and initiatives that are going on, and we could share like our information. So if anybody saw them, that's networking to some degree, but I wasn't really engaging and interacting with anyone like you typically do in virtual events. I did, however, stepped outside of my comfort zone because I am so uncomfortable when it comes to talking to people to some degree. And I went to an in-person networking event, and I was able to get 2 leads. I was able to reach out to someone, and I'm in the process of creating a proposal for them. So I'm excited about that for digital marketing. And they're in the real estate space. So pushing myself to go. I did feel uncomfortable being there because, one, I got there early. I got there when they were setting stuff up. I got there on time. Okay. But I actually thought that the event was like, there was like a schedule or an agenda. So I didn't want to miss anything, but I got there kind of early. I felt like I was part of the crew to some degree, but there were many people that came in. I met a few lovely ladies. I exchanged information. I was able to call someone, followed up, and working on a proposal currently. And I need to get that done today. So that was fun, and I do want to do more because what I realized is like I hover, and I don't know if anyone else is like that. Like I'm pretty introverted, and I kind of stick to a small crowd. If I meet someone, I kind of cling on to them. I don't know how to go up to someone and say, "Hi, I'm such and such. How are you?" It feels too formal and disingenuous, and I don't know if it's just me, but I know people like. They thrive in that. That's their thing. I'm not the most, or I hadn't been. I'm working on it, right? The best at networking. So that's something I'm working on. I'm a little bit more reserved. So pushing myself out of my comfort zone. That is a part of this challenge. Is challenging myself to get out of what I feel is normal, or my norm anyway. But I did go, and I'm happy that I did. And I found a couple more a few more networking events in person that I'm going to be signing up for, and a few virtual that I'm going to be signing up for. Virtual networking to me is easier because it's guided. You have the questions that you're going to ask. You have those conversations and things like that, whereas informal networking is just like, hi, my name is, and I do this. What do you do? And if you know how to network, please comment below and tell me how to do it, or some tips would be great for myself or anyone else who struggle with that. That being said, and the food was good too, y'all. So after that, I haven't done any hobbies as of yet. I was able to meet up and kind of get out with a friend of mine. We talked about business, wasn't really more so, but it wasn't necessarily like just kind of free flowing and fun. It was more businessy, but I was able to get out the house. So, and be a little social and set up some times and things like that to get to a point where we were working on business, and I was able to get the house. That was fun for me. And then I also went to the library and I studied. So that is another thing that I talked about. So we're going to go into that. Learning and growing myself intellectually. And I have been doing my sign language. My sign language class started 2 days ago, it is challenging for me because what I'm learning and what I know about myself and what I see with myself is I need a live instructor to hold me accountable. It's challenging for me to go through self-paced courses because I have to hold myself accountable. Whereas if I'm doing something in person, I know the instructor is there. I know I have assignments due. I know there are some things that I need to, deliverables and things like that. So that's why it's kind of challenging me, and it has been challenging for me to keep my pace because I'll get distracted easily. Inconsistency. However, I will say that I've been showing up with my ASL, my sign language, more frequently. I'll do it every other day. And I also noticed that, like, even with, I'm all over the place. So with my skilling up and my professional development, I am taking some digital marketing courses, and I signed up for Skill Forward with Verizon, who gives you a 1 year free partnership with edX. So I'm doing my digital marketing with AI and then digital marketing strategy to help me strengthen my skills, because I have a background in marketing and advertising communication. But I feel like because I do VA work, it can feel at times scattered because it's not focused specifically on digital marketing. It's not focused specifically on AI. I do systems management, operations, and marketing. So sometimes I feel like I need to reel it in a little bit. The beginning is a little slow because I do know some basic greetings. I know my name. I know the finger spelling, so ABCs. And I don't want to skip forward, so I'm trying to allow myself to go through the whole process so that I won't get lost, I won't miss anything. But I know that, like, when it's like the standard and the basic fundamental things, like, I don't want to sit through this because I already know it. And there are some things that changes, so that's why I'm trying to pace myself and slow down and just go through the whole process. You can say you completed it fully. I'm impatient at times, and I'm giving myself grace, and I'm understanding the importance of slowing down and the fundamentals, even starting from scratch and building yourself up, because there's nothing wrong with the refresher. I didn't do anything when it comes to my hobbies, and I have not been writing. So that is another thing that I am working on. And I realized, like, with some of my goals, it's not going to be something I can start off right now. It's going to be something I have to maybe delay. Why, when I said delay, I thought of Finding Nemo, when Marlin was telling Dory, like, you're one of those fish that cause the delays. You're a delay fish. I don't know why, but that just popped up in my head. Anyway, I digress. And there are some goals that I'm going to have to delay, and it could be my writing goal, where I can start to get the momentum on other things and setting up systems and setting up routines, morning routines, nighttime routines, and being in between, and also understanding my workload and how I'm managing my time better. So as I'm evaluating this past 2 weeks and the progress that I've made and the things that I've done and I've accomplished, I'm not going to beat myself up for not touching every single thing, because I still have 50 weeks, 52 weeks, 50 weeks, for the rest of the year. And so I'm pacing myself. But I did want to come to you all and give you an update of everything. I did start to declutter. I cleaned my kitchen. I cleaned off my table. It felt good, but then I hit a snag there. I hit a snag when it came to decluttering, because that is a daunting task and it is extremely overwhelming. And I realized that I am a semi-baby hoarder, especially when it comes to papers. So I'm probably going to do some footage on that. Why not? It's a part of the revamp of my life. And I think that's it for this video. It's pretty straightforward up front, but I want to give you guys that's something that I learned this week about myself, is that I can have a tendency to rush myself through processes that I need to pace myself with, and giving myself more gratitude, more grace. First of all, practicing gratitude, but giving myself more grace, because in order for me to get better, to improve, to completely change my life, granted it's within a year, but the year's gonna pass anyway. So doing these things, I also need to pace myself. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on my journey to revamping my life in 12 months. And I will give you guys, I actually was gonna do a no spend challenge. However, I feel like right now what I want to do is just figure out some healthy financial habits that I want to adopt, and just create healthier habits versus just being like, this is a challenge. Because sometimes, like granted, I'm on the challenge now, but sometimes after that short period of time, you can kind of go backwards. And I've done that before. And now it's just kind of to reassess what happened, what worked, what didn't work. And that's part of what didn't work. It's just like, it was a challenge. I gave myself a hard stop and then that was it, you know. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I feel like I'm leaving something out. If I do, I'm probably just gonna talk about it in the next video. But thank you so much for watching. If you have not done so already, subscribe to join my journey. If anything in my video, if you made it this far, you know how I feel. Thank you, you're MVP for giving me your time. And if you see anything in this video that kind of you connect with, and maybe you want an answer to, you want me to try, hey, this may be something you should try, get back to us, you know, let me know. But yeah, if there's anything in this video that resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.